Alrighty guys, I do not know how many of these particular blushes I'm going to get rid of. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go from left to right. This is the Physicians Formula Happy Booster blush in the shade Natural. I really like this blush. I think it gives just a really nice like peachy pink glow. And I am going to keep this one in my collection. This is the blush, the Milani blush in the shade Luminoso. This is the original formula of Luminoso, and I think I'm also going to hang on to this one. But I'm going to put it aside for right now just as a color comparison because I think there's a few blushes in my collection that do look very similar to this. So I'm going to set this one aside for now. This is, sorry about that noise guys, this is the MAC blush, the Soft and Gentle blush in, not Soft and Gentle blush, this is the mineralized blush in the shade Warm Soul, and I really like this one. It does have a very gorgeous sheen to it, perfect for right now in the summertime. Definitely holding on to those. So let's take a look at my Lorac blushes. I have several of these, I don't remember what they're called. The buildable blushes, I have them in a few different shades. I have gotten rid of a few of these over the years, so let's see how many I hang on to. So this one is in the shade Technicolor. This is one of my favorite ones. It doesn't look like much in the pan, but this one is in Tinge. And then we have Prism, which looks very similar to Tinge. I would say it's in between Tinge and Technicolor. Then you have this mauve one in the shade Spectra. I really like that one. This more pinky one that does have a little bit of a sheen to it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the pan there. It does have this really pretty reflect to it. This is in the shade Luma. This purple one, which I honestly may get rid of because there's another one from Urban Decay that I have that looks very similar to this, but this is in the shade Ultraviolet. So I'm going to put this aside as a maybe for now. And then this darker plummy one in the shade Chroma. I did have duplicates of this shade, and I ended up keeping this one and getting rid of the duplicate. So for now, I think I'm actually going to keep all of these because I really like these Lorac blushes. So these are my cargo blushes. Some of these are like the waterproof ones. So let's go ahead and open these up. This first one is in the shade Tonga, which is my all-time favorite cargo blush. Then I have this one in the shade Key Largo, which is a super pigmented one, and I think I honestly may declutter this one, but let me go ahead and pull all the other ones out. I think I may declutter that one because I do have a Laura Geller blush that is a similar color to that. This one is in the shade Bali. It's so pretty. It does have that similar reflect to it like the Lorac one did. Let's see what we have next. This one is in the shade Ibiza. Then we have Los Cabos, which is another one of my all-time favorites. It's just so pretty. Such a pretty blush. Then we have Laguna, which is this very pretty, like, I don't know, like deeper corally matte color. So I think I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Key Largo. I think that is just too bright and intense of a blush, and I do have one from Laura Geller, the swirl ones that I like a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the rest of these. So I do have 4 of these MAC Glow Play blushes. Oops, sorry. I have the shade Blush Please, and I do keep these little plastic things on them because I don't want them to dry out since they are kind of that bouncy blush formula. Then I have this one in Totally Synced, which actually looks very similar to the Lorac blush. This one is my favorite in the shade So Natural. And then the last one is the peachy pink one in the shade Cheer Up. I am going to keep all 4 of these, but I'm definitely keeping this one. This is my e.l.f. blush in the shade Mellow Mauve. I love this blush. It has that beautiful like iridescent sheen to it. Definitely going to keep this one. It is a highly underrated blush there. I have a few NARS blushes. So I have 2 of the Dual Intensity blushes, which I honestly, I don't know. Let's take a look at them. I may pass these along. This is in the shade Fervor. And then I have the other one that is my favorite of the 2. And this is in the shade Adoration. But let me go ahead and swatch these. They look so much more intense in the pan. Ooh, I may just get rid of Fervor, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to Adoration. I don't know, I may get rid of both of those. These are the regular NARS single blushes. I have the shade Impassioned, which I really, really like, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Then we have Sin, which is a gorgeous shade. Keeping that one. You have NARS Amour. And then the last one is in Outlaw. Outlaw is one of the newer ones that I purchased. I'll go ahead and keep that one. I do like that one. All right. Urban Decay. These are the old school Urban Decay Afterglow blushes. So I have Rapture. I have Crush. This one is in Bittersweet, which I may get rid of. Then we have Fetish, which I'm definitely keeping. Video, I'm also going to be keeping. Indecent, which I'm also going to be keeping. Let's see if all these fit on screen. Kinky, which I'm also going to be keeping. And then Score, which I'm also going to be keeping. So I may just keep this one. Let's see what it looks like when I swatch it. Oh, it's very, very similar to that Lorac one. Putting it in the maybe pile. All right, so we have the CoverGirl True Blend blush in the shade. This was like the medium shade. I really liked this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. My Hourglass blush in Mood Exposure, definitely keeping that one. I have two Wet n Wild blush. These are the Baked blush in Hummingbird Hype. And then the other one is in Don't Flutter Yourself. I honestly haven't opened up this Don't Flutter Yourself, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it anyways. It's this really pretty pinky color, and I really liked this Hummingbird Hype one. These are really, really pretty. And then I have one Lonely Tom Ford blush here. This is in the shade Wicked. This is very similar to, yeah, Amour and Wicked look very similar to one another. I don't know. These are going to be maybes. These are going to be maybes. I may get rid of one of these. So let me go ahead and put these aside. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and put these aside. I have three blushes here from Burt's Bees. I have the shade Shy Pink. This is in the shade Bare Peach, which Bare Peach came out of its pan. So I don't know, I may get rid of that one just because the pan is broken. And then I have the shade Toasted Cinnamon, which I honestly haven't even opened yet. It's still in its packaging. So that's Toasted Cinnamon there. So I'm definitely going to keep Toasted Cinnamon and Shy Pink, but I may declutter Bare Peach. Let's go ahead and, ooh, that's so pretty. I almost, let's turn that over, you guys. Ooh. That's very pretty. I think I'm gonna keep the peach one as well. I just gotta remember to maybe glue down that blush there. Okay, so I have a few of these limited edition MAC blushes. This is the Magic Dust Powder in the shade Yum Yum Yum, and then I have the shade Sweet Vision, which this is a dupe for NARS Orgasm. I have this one here from, it's a pearlescent matte face powder in the shade Oh My Passion. I really, really like that as a blush. And then this one is the Strange New World Strip the Light Fantastic powder. It's a really, really gorgeous blush. So I'm going to go ahead and keep all of these. I'm not doing so well on this row. Okay, I have the IT Cosmetics Ombre Radiance blush in Je ne sais quoi, and the other one is in Sugar Plum. Sugar Plum is my favorite one. And I'm going to go ahead and keep both of these. I really like these blushes, but one of them is a matte one and the other one is radiant. I have the Milani Baked blush in the shade Tea Rose. I'm going to be keeping that one. I have a Sigma blush. It's the Nivea Aura powder. I think that's just the name of the blush. I'm going to keep this one. I really, really like it. A Revolution matte blush in the shade Beloved, also in the shade Nude. I'm going to keep both of these. And then I have a NYX ombre blush in the shade Mauve Me. This is pretty. This is very similar to the IT Cosmetics blush, except this one is not as shimmery. Ooh, do I really need both of these in my collection? Sorry, I didn't even have that in frame. They are definitely different when you swatch them. One was more pigmented than the other. I'm going to go ahead and keep both of them for now. I have two blushes here from Kiko Milano. These were from like a limited edition. Most of the Kiko Milano stuff is from limited edition collections. This is the Gold Waves blush in the shade 02 Coral Sunset. So pretty. And then the shade 03 Damask Mauve. Oh, so pretty. Keeping both of these. And then last but not least, I have a Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. Very, very pretty peach blush. I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. I'm not even going to open these. I'm going to go ahead and keep all of these. These are my Too Faced Sweetheart blushes. And then the, what were these called? The Love Flush blushes. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those. I have some Laura Geller blushes here, which I may get rid of. This is in Pink Valentine. Berry, the Balance and Brighten blush in Berry. Lychee Rose. This is in Golden Apricot. Ooh, I may keep Golden Apricot. And this one is in Boysenberry. Let me go ahead and swatch these. I do like Boysenberry. Golden Apricot is just a gorgeous blush. Then we have Berry here. This one, oh, that's pretty. And then last but not least, this one here. These two are very similar to one another, and yeah, I have a pretty similar blush to this one in the shade Valentine, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Valentine. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep the rest of these here. Alright, I have a blush brush that I just keep up here. I'm going to keep all of these MAC blushes. I have a few from like limited edition collection. So this one is Seduce at Sea, which is an extra dimension blush. Then we have two here from the Wash and Dry collection. I think that's what it was called. So we have Crisp Whites. Very pretty. And then this one is in Hypnus. And then we have three from a very controversial collection here. This is Painted Canyon. Then we have Adobe Brick, which is a very unique blush in my opinion. And then we have Modern Mandarin, which I think is a permanent color, or they release this color, this shade a lot in lots of limited edition collections. I have Max Tenderling, keeping Matte Peach Twist. I have Max Gingerly, super popular shade here. This one is in Pink Cult, one of my all-time favorite blushes. And then I have, let's see, Well Dressed, which I'm not sure, but I think this one is part of the permanent collection. Immortal Flower, which I know is a limited edition one, but again, I've seen this one come out a few times, and I picked that one up at a CCO, and I've seen it a few times at a CCO. And then I have Rosy Outlook here. So I'm going to go ahead and keep all those. And these I'm definitely going to be keeping. So these are the Marc Jacobs Air blushes in Kink and Kisses. And I have Flesh and Fantasy. These blushes have been discontinued, unfortunately. And then last but not least, I have Lines and Last Night. So I'm going to keep all three of these. These are three Estee Lauder blushes. These are the Pure Color blushes in the shade Rebel Rose. Gorgeous color. Peach Passion. And then the last one I have here is in Witty Peach, which is an ombre blush. Really, really like this one. All right, and last but not least, I have these Cover FX blushes. These are some of the newest blushes in my collection. I picked these up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I have Soft Peach. I also have Warm Honey. And then the last one I have here is in Pink Dahlia. So pretty, keeping all three. All right, that's not too bad. I got rid of 4, 5, 6 blushes from this drawer, which again, I already knew that I wasn't going to declutter so much from this top drawer. So let's go ahead and move into my second blush drawer. Okay, so this is my second blush drawer. I'm gonna go ahead and start from the back here. I am not gonna get rid of many of these. These are the Balm blushes. So I have the blush in the shade Hot Mama. I also have Houndstooth. This one here I may get rid of. I'm just not super into these purpley blushes anymore. Well, and as you can see there, that one came out of the pan. This is in the shade Pinstripe, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. I have, ooh, what's this one? Argyle. This one is in Lace. This one is in Swiss Dot. I don't know, there's just something about my Balm blushes that I just can't seem to get rid of. This is in the shade Coral. I like these sleek blushes. This one is kind of a unique color to my collection. I don't have a lot of, well, actually this one's very, very similar to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this sleek blush in Coral. I have two here from the Essay Edit line that they discontinued, and I really, really like this one. This one is in Koi Coral. And then we have the shade First Lover, 01 First Lover. This one's my favorite out of the two, keeping both of those. I'm gonna keep all of my Tarte blushes. I'm just gonna go through them really quickly here. We have the shade True Love, Blushing Bride, Deserving, Seduce, Risque, which is my favorite one. I know a lot of people like Exposed, but Risque is my favorite one. This is in Celebrated. We have Captivating, very, very pretty. Cherished, Flush, this one's a pretty one. And then Tipsy. This is a very intense blush, but I like it. And then Exposed, which is one of the more, you know, well-known ones, like one of the most popular ones. And this last one is in the shade Feisty. So I'm going to go ahead and keep all of these. Actually, I may get rid of Feisty. I may pass Feisty along. Alright, so we have two of these. These are the Silky Touch blushes from Essence. These are really nice, and I used to really enjoy these. I have the shade 10 Adorable, and then the shade 20 Baby Doll. I really, really like these. I'm gonna keep them. I've had them in my collection for years, but I don't care. I still really enjoy these blushes. I have one mineral blush in the shade Flower Child. This is a small one here from Becca, but I think I have Flower Child in the full size. I know I'm jumping around a bit here, but I think I do have Flower Child in the full size. So I have Camilla. I have Foxglove, Wild Honey, which is my favorite, and then Tiger Lily. I guess I do not have the other one, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. But I am going to get rid of this one. This is more like a highlighter in the shade Rosa Romantica. There it is. It's more of a highlighter than it is a blush, so I'm going to take this out and move it to my highlighter drawer, but I am going to be keeping that, and then I'll just pop this little mini Flower Child in there. Okay. I am not going to get rid of any of my Clinique blushes. I'm going to go ahead and keep Clinique Pansy Pop. This one is in Pink Honey Pop. You have Clinique's Rosy Pop. This one is a limited edition, or a regular shade, but a limited edition packaging. This is Peach Pop, Melon Pop, Berry Pop, which is the limited edition breast cancer version. This is my favorite here in Nude Pop. And then we have Black Honey Pop, which this is like a self-adjusting shade, and then Fig Pop, which Black Honey Pop and Fig Pop are similar, but, you know, not close enough where I am going to get rid of it. So let me go ahead and put these all back. This, I'm gonna get rid of these. I never ever use these. I kept them because they were like collector's things, but I'm keeping the full-size ones. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these from Too Faced. Bam, those three I'm decluttering. I have a mini here in NARS Orgasm, but I have NARS Orgasm in a palette, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this mini. I have a DLS blush here, and then a mini of Tropic Hues from Laura Geller. I'm going to go ahead and keep these two. I have two here from NYX. This is in the shade Beach Babe. I think these blushes are discontinued. And then the shade Bright Lights. I'm going to go ahead and keep both of these. And then I have 2 blushes here from Fiona Styles. I'm going to go ahead and keep both of these. This is in the shade Valley. A very pretty nude blush. And then the shade Sweetwater. So I'm going to go ahead and keep both of these. I'm going to go ahead and keep California from Benefit. I really hate their packaging, but you know what? It's a pretty blush, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that in my collection. Alrighty, I'm going to keep all 4 of these. These are my Benefit, like, square blushes. So I have Down Boy, Cabana Boy, Frat Boy, Balm Peach, and Balm Springs. I'm going to go ahead and keep all 4 of those. So I have 2 of the Anastasia Beverly Hill trios. I do keep these here because they are like the size of a single blush. So the one I just showed you was in Peachy Love, and then I have Pool Party. Very pretty. I like to swirl all 3 shades together. This is the Lancome blush in the shade Cedar Rose. So pretty. This is the Dior, the original Rosy Glow blush. I think they've changed the packaging of this. And then I have a Bare Minerals Invisible Glow highlighting powder in Dark to Deep. Oh yeah, this is kind of like a shimmery blush because it has that like orange undertone. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. This is very pretty. I might just pull this out to use it this week. Oh, very, very pretty. Okay. These are all ColourPop blushes. I'm not going to take them out of the boxes because they're still in the original boxes. So I have the 2 from like the most recent Hello Kitty collection, like the summer one from the Hello Kitty and Friends collection, the Mulan blush in Matchmaker, and then the 2 blushes from the Sailor Moon collection. Go ahead and keep those. These I might get rid of. These are the BH blushes, the Duo Cheek colors. I don't know, they're pretty, but they are kind of powdery. This one is in the shade Caribbean Coral. And then we have this one in the shade Honolulu Hideaway. And then this one in the shade Fiji Fun. I don't know. I may get rid of these. I'm going to keep them for now. And then I have a Bobbi Brown highlighter here in the shade Telluride that I use as a blush topper. So I'm going to go ahead and put that guy back here. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these here. These are my Laura Geller like Baked Gelato Swirl blushes. So I have the shade Rosewater, Papaya. This one's super pretty in Plumberry. You only need just a little bit of this one. And then Guava. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those. These are the 2 Essence Satin Touch blushes. Keeping both of these. This is in the shade Satin Coral. And then Satin Love. Keeping both. Let's see. I have a Smashbox blush in the shade Passion. Keeping a Makeup Geek blush in the shade XOXO, keeping, and then I have these here from Ciate. These are so pretty. This is in the shade Baby Doll. It's like a baked gelée formula. It has like a baked highlighter swirled into it. Summer Love. This is the shade Into Deep. If I can open these are a little harder to open. Into Deep. Then we have Matchmaker. Oh, isn't that cute? The same shade or color name as the Mulan blush. And then this last one here is in the shade Date Night. Very pretty. Keeping all of these blushes. These are 2 single blushes from ColourPop that just came in the pan. But I keep them for now. I haven't used them. Honestly, I haven't used them because they do not have like a, what do you call it? A compact or anything like that. But I'm going to go ahead and keep those for now. Then I have 4 of these like Milani blushes, which I may declutter. I do like these. These are like the burst, what are they called? Oh no, I have Blossom Time Rose. I have Romantic Rose. Oh, I didn't even realize I had these back here. And then I had these two in, this is in Coral Beams, and then this one here is in Bronze Burst. I may get rid of these two, but I may end up keeping these two rose ones. Let's see if they'll fit in the drawer above. Okay, so these two are blush palettes, which I'm going to keep. I don't know, these are kind of awkward to store, so I normally kept them in here with all of my cream blushes. So some of these are like newer to my collection, like this one here from Wander Beauty. This is the Double Date Lip and Cheek blush thing. Well, this is a blush color, and then the other one is like a lip balm. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this because I honestly haven't tried it. I have two cream blushes here from Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Fuego Flush, which is just okay. It's not my favorite because it has that gold shimmer in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it because I paid a pretty penny for it. And then this is in Petal Poppin', which is my favorite of the two. Let me go ahead and open these guys. So these are the Becca. They used to have this formula that was like a cream blush with their illuminators swirled into it. And some of these still smell good, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the ones that still smell good. Nope, they all still smell really good. Like they have like this fruity scent to them. They're like one of my all-time favorite cream blush formulas. Let's see, these are two from ColourPop, which are part of the Hello Kitty collection, which I'm definitely keeping. I'm gonna keep this Wander Beauty one. This one is from Floss. I got this in a subscription box. This looks very, very pretty. I have a few here from, or two here from Flower Beauty. These are so pretty, definitely keeping them. I have the shade Nectar and then the shade Pinched, keeping both of those. These are from Glossier, the Glossier Cloud Paints, and I don't know, I have to pull these out to see how I really like them because honestly, first impression, I really wasn't super into these. I have the shade Dusk, the shade Beam, and the shade Puff. I have another one here. This one I got in a BoxyCharm or something like that. This one's in the shade Dawn. I have a mini Nude Sticks one in the shade Sweet Peach Peony, which is this really pretty peach color, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that one. I have a Bounce and Blur blush from Bare Minerals in the shade Mauve Sunrise. This is really, really pretty. And then I have this blush here, Ocean Girl, which is the Beach Cheeks Cream Blush from Tarte. I think this is from their Sugar Rush collection, and I'm also going to be keeping this. So I didn't declutter too many of my cream blushes, but I don't have that many. All in all, the ones I got rid of 3 from NARS, 1 from Cargo, 1 from Lorac, 1 from Laura Geller, so that's 6 right there. A Sleek Blush, 7, 2 from Milani, that's 9 there, 10, 11, 12 from Too Faced, a mini NARS one, 13, 14, so I got rid of 14 blushes, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next declutter or not so much declutter. Bye.